Picture this, you're sitting across from your financial advisor in early 2000, just after the dot-com bubble started to wobble. The room buzzes with tension, everyone's scrambling for safety. Your advisor leans in and says, bonds might just be your lifeboat. But here's the catch, today's bond market isn't the simple playground it once was. So how do you make sense of this confusing terrain without getting lost or worse, burned? Let's crack that code. Everyone says bonds are the safety net when stocks dive. But here's the twist, some bonds carry risks that sneak up on even savvy investors. Alcoa, a giant in aluminum, issued bonds that seemed rock solid in late 1999. Investors fell for what looked like steady income, but just a year later, those bonds dropped hard when Alcoa's profits slid unexpectedly. Suddenly, what was safe was. This shook the faith of many who never thought bonds could bite back. Think of buying a bond like lending money to a friend, except this friend promises to pay you back with interest over time. But their ability to pay depends on how sound their finances are, just like your friend's job stability or new business success. If your friend hits trouble, so do you. Bonds follow this trust game, but with real consequences. It's not just about who's issuing the bond. Some bonds have sneaky terms like call options or changing interest rates. Picture a trapdoor under your feet. You think you stand on solid ground, but the floor can shift. Learning which bonds have these hidden risks helps you avoid nasty surprises and keeps your portfolio steady. Bonds aren't stuck in print anymore. The internet has exploded access, great, except it's a jungle out there with every bond and fund at your fingertips. Where do you start? In 1999, Jane, a teacher with zero investment background, used new online portals to research bonds. She compared yields, maturity dates, and issuer ratings all from her kitchen table. This hands-on approach let her snag undervalued bonds before the market spotted them. Her success wasn't luck. It was mastering these powerful digital tools when many professionals hesitated. Imagine bond funds as fruit baskets and individual bonds as single apples. Fruit baskets give you variety and simplicity but can mask rotten fruit, bad bonds. Single apples let you inspect quality but need more expertise. The battle, simplicity versus control. Choosing depends on your appetite for risk, time, and how involved you want to be. Online bond listings can look like hieroglyphics, coupons, maturity, call dates, ratings, and tiny print. But here's your decoder. Focus on three main points: issuer credit quality, interest rate, and maturity timeline. These facts reveal a bond's heartbeat and help you cut through complexity to make smart picks. Safe doesn't just mean local anymore. Foreign bonds and inflation-linked bonds offer new protection, but they come with twists that could confuse or delight you. Take Bill from Boston, who bought bonds in emerging markets like Thailand in 1998. The bonds paid decent yields, but political instability and currency swings hit hard, cutting returns drastically. He learned that foreign bonds add a whole other layer of risk, not just in issuer health but country stability and exchange rates. Inflation-linked treasury bonds act like an armored guard for your income. When inflation rises, these bonds automatically adjust their value so you don't lose purchasing power. Imagine your paycheck getting a raise every time prices spike. These bonds do that for your investment returns, shielding you from sneaky inflation thieves. Global events from oil shocks to monetary policy ripple through bond markets in unexpected ways. For bond investors, it means the game is now played on a global board where watching international news moves from hobby to necessity. Understanding this can turn chaos into opportunity rather than risk. Remember the start, your advisor's lifeboat in a sea of stock market storms. Bonds are still your most comforting refuge, but only if you know how to read the map. From avoiding hidden traps to using the internet as your compass and factoring in global tides, you can make bonds a reliable anchor in your portfolio. Try this, pick one bond or bond fund today, research its story and terms. You're taking the first step toward mastering real safety. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.